The CEO, worth hundreds of billions, ran away to avoid the blind date his mother arranged for him. He rushed straight into a hotel. Unexpectedly, he stumbled into someone else's wedding, and he happened to hear the groom breaking off the marriage on the spot. The groom even said to the bride, "No one in the world would ever marry you." But at that moment, the CEO shouted loudly that I will marry the bride. The groom became extremely embarrassed. He asked the bride if she really wanted to marry the CEO. After all, the CEO looked only about 20, while the bride was already 30. But unexpectedly, the bride used her actions to give the groom the answer. Soon after, the CEO and the woman went to register their marriage. As they were walking down the street, the woman asked the CEO why he appeared at her wedding. Unexpectedly, the CEO hid his real identity. He lied, saying he was just a job applicant who had walked into the wrong room, and now he had become unemployed. The woman naively believed him, so she invited the CEO to stay at her place for the time being. She said she would take responsibility for him. The CEO pretended to hesitate on the surface, but deep down, he was delighted. They exchanged contact information. Then the woman went to work. Soon after, the woman arrived at her company for work. The security guard actually stopped her and wouldn't let her in. Just as she was about to lose her temper, her boss came out. It turned out the boss wanted to fire her. The woman was shocked. She had worked for the company for 8 years. How could they suddenly dismiss her? But the boss said she had offended a powerful figure. Of course, he didn't dare keep her employed. The woman was furious. She knew that powerful figure was her ex-fiancé. Her ex-fiancé, William, was the CEO of one of the top 5 companies in the city. Although they had already called off the engagement, William still wanted revenge on her. The boss didn't want to waste more words on her. He pushed the woman to the ground and threw away the work she had done for years. The woman panicked and rushed to pick up her reports, but the boss had already left. To make things worse, it suddenly started pouring rain. The woman walked miserably in the rain. She knew these reports were already useless, but she still wanted to take them home. Just then, an umbrella suddenly covered her head. It turned out the CEO had come to take her home. Soon after, the heavy rain stopped. The CEO walked the woman to her door. He pretended to say goodbye casually, but the woman grabbed his wrist. She wanted to go on a date with him. The two spent a very sweet time together. In the end, they went to a noodle shop for dinner. The woman suddenly received a call. That shameless William actually called on purpose to mock her for being unemployed. Furious, the woman told William she would definitely find a better job and that he shouldn't be so smug. Just as William was about to insult her further, the CEO grabbed her phone. He told William that the woman was the most outstanding person he had ever met. And then, he hung up the call. But right after William's call ended, another call came in. It turned out to be staff from Company A. They informed her to come for an interview the next day. The woman was overjoyed, not only because the salary was $30,000 a month, but also because Company A was the #1 company in the city. If she could get this secretary to the CEO job, it would definitely humiliate